Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. A little midday money on a Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Welcome on in. You know, I forget because we do the look headlines, and it happens. What am I going to say? Anyway, like, subscribe, ring the bell here at the Midday Money Show. I'm rocking. I'll only wear this shirt now from now on. Never see another shirt on me. Rocking a Midday Money shirt every day. In the comment section, we have the $31.20 weekly passes up. All the free picks are posted. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. YouTube, Facebook, Picks and Parlays, winning free picks. And, of course, the old Sean Higgs page. And I think maybe today or tomorrow for my guy Richie P, I'll be doing a retro wax box. So I'll be doing some old 80s cards for some baseball fans there, if you're interested. Anyway, Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. I just tweeted out this very instant the player props as well as all the baseball picks for today, NBA for tomorrow. I don't like the NBA today with all these double-digit favorites, and hockey for today. Not much added since last night, so games are all the same. The lines could possibly be different, but that's why we do look at a line show. We don't wait for tip-off, kickoff, any of the nonsense to get our plays out there. Let's do a quick recap of yesterday's losers. Yes. Props 1 and 7, minus 440 with the props yesterday. NBA, we did win 50 and 48 now in a video with the Miami Heat over. Baseball 2 and 2 in a video plus a $50 day. Today's picks. Let's go here. 205. We're going fast here. It is what it is. Baseball. So 2 and 2 yesterday, plus $50. 43 and 57, down 832 in a video. On the year though, 101 and 91 plus 1251. Slightly different on between the sports capping and the winning free pick page, based on sometimes you get some double ads here and pushes to wins on some totals. It happens, but again, we're talking like $1,000 difference already into the season. We talked about this last year with our baseball and more specifically totals and stuff like that when it comes to the picks. Shop around. You should have multiple sites, legit and offshore. Today's baseball. Let's go. Has not changed since yesterday. Has not changed. Although it does change because it says 41 and 55. It should be 41 and 33. Why didn't that carry over? I thought I had the, you know what I did? I know exactly what I did. I didn't save it like a typical dummy that I am. Anyway, it's 43 and 57. And of course I tweeted that out the wrong information, but what am I going to do? Now I got to redo that because I don't have the Twitter. What is that? You get the check mark? I should probably get it to edit. You know, it would come in handy in a case like this where I make a mistake and it is what it is. So baseball, again, has not changed, but the record has changed. 43 and 57. Minus the 832. We have the Pirates again. Nothing changed since last night. Orioles run line, Faden, Kluber. We'll go back to Texas. Tough loss yesterday with all those walks. Low hanging fruit gets there. It was a winner. I said you could get it. I understood if you wanted to take it. I didn't want to take it. I can't take a team that's on a losing streak in that spot. Right? I said, well. Again, what am I going to do? We didn't get there. Didn't get there with the Rangers yesterday. But we're back on today here, minus the 125 spot. Tigers under again. And listen, we have, and yesterday, it one's early in that game. They came back, held on. Obviously, we'll take it, but Royals, I'm sorry, I'm just editing the Twitter. Royals plus 123 at Brady Singer. Again, we hit all these last night. They haven't changed Why would they change? We have the Pirates who are hot. We have Noah Syndergaard, who we do not like for the Dodgers. Orioles with Corey Kluber, they're facing. Not a good guy. I'm calling a DFA by the end of May. Texas run line in a bounce back spot. Tigers under again. Light hitting squad there. And KC, I hate, it's not like I think they're going to win. I like Brady Singer. So we'll grab him there. NBA, all four tomorrow. Nothing today with these double-digit lines, but Knicks, Lakers, Heat, and Kings all tomorrow. Hockey, 31-42. We're down $21 here. What are we going to do? Down $21. Carolina puck line, plus 170. Wild, plus 120. Getting Wild to Terry's crew. And we'll take the Kings there, plus a 190 spot. We'll come in player prop action as well. 1-7 yesterday, minus 440. 108 to 166. What am I gonna say? Plus 1645. Sometimes we have a 1-7 day. Some days you go 3-3 and make it. It's a $900 day when we take a $2 prop bets here. So Boston Durant plus 2.25. I'll take him. BLT little Oriole action. Hayes 195. Mateo 225. Again, lower in the order. I think the guys, the quote unquote better guys get on base, and then bad pitcher gives up hits to lower lineup fellas. Texas. Middle order mayhem here. Low, we got the low crew again. Between them and them and here with Nate Lowe and the lows of Tampa. Low plus 135, Garcia 120, Young on 160, Heim 165. And Tampa Bay, as much as I do like Houston, I think they're, we possibly should win the AL West. Garcia's not pitching good. Tampa just continues to hit. Arozarena plus $2. Below, that came out kind of wrong. Lau, I guess he's Lau, right? Below is better than saying below. Plus 150. J-Lo plus 230. Ramirez plus $2 and a run on 155. This guy I think he's at like 380. I'll take a shot. The guy gets on base. Somebody knocks him in. Why not? Homer prop for him is a $6, 645. Again, I'm not a big homer prop kind of cat. I like what I like here, but hey, Tim's here. Maybe he has some NBA tonight. I'm guessing he probably likes I sort of like the Nuggets. I just can't lay the 9.5.
Yeah, oh, God. We get exactly the slate that I love to see in the NBA where the smallest favorite's a 10-point favorite.
Ridiculous. I can't do it.
I took the dogs in I took Atlanta and Clippers. And I took the over in the Nuggets game. I think one dog wins outright today.
Possibly.
Someone's got to ruin the parlays.
Yeah. It would have shocked me. The Clippers show up today or something. Phoenix
no, not at all.
Bed.
I was saying during my show, if any of them were going to win, I think it's the Clippers.
That would be my spot. It's.
But
I think
all of them are
wins.
Crazy numbers.
I kind of like the Boston over a little bit. I think Denver wins. Minnesota, I'm shocked they came back and won that game. And then Phoenix laying 12. I can't. No, thank you. Don't got to bet.
There's no Kawhi for.
Obviously. I saw an article of him about his arthritic knee. Like maybe not that the guy's going to retire, but
he should.
He probably should if he's got a serious knee injury. At
least
it would explain. It'll explain away the last couple of years. At least you say, all right, the guy had a bad knee.
Yeah. If he can't survive an entire playoff series, then he shouldn't be.
After missing 50 games or 40, whatever how many games he sat out, 37 games.
He barely played during the regular season. No.
I want to, and I talked about like Klay Thomas get hurt, come back. He's not the same kind of guy.
Yeah. Kawhi is still good.
Yeah, but he plays.
He's good.
That's great. If you play 15 games, you're not gonna play all year, and then you play one game in the playoffs, one every series.
He can't play many games.
I got. How about talk about guys hanging up? Can Ben Simmons? How can
he's still in the league?
The Nets like void that contract or get him out or just some kind of medical.
I didn't even realize he was still playing.
I saw somebody propose a trade of him to the Trailblazers for Lillard and some net number 1 picks. Because he's making $35 million a year, so I guess it kind of offsets.
No, he's not worth anything.
What's Portland doing?
Well, we could trade. I don't know if I would trade a bag of chips for him. The chips might be more valuable.
Well, it depends what kind of chips they are.
I mean,
that's the key. Are you talking salt and vinegar chips? Do you have sour cream and onion chips, barbecue? What kind of chips? It all depends on the person.
I go Doritos, and I go the sweet spicy chili ones, the purple bag. Those are pretty good.
All right. I guess I don't. Anyway, enough about the chips. Speaking of trades, what about the Aaron Rodgers deal?
I've seen two different posts on Twitter. One from MGM saying that the Jets are now the most bet team to win the Super Bowl, and then another one.
They're going to win 7 games this year, so I don't know what to. That's
hold on.
So them to not make the playoffs, winner.
According to MGM, since the Aaron Rodgers trade, the Jets are the most bet team to win the Super Bowl, AFC and AFC East. And then, what was the other one? MGM also tweeted out the Jets are the most bet team under their win total.
Yes, go under that 9, baby. Under, yes, absolutely 100%. I mean, how you gave up a number 1 this year.
Yeah, but we got their number 1, so it doesn't matter. That's a wash. We dropped 2 spots.
Okay, but
we got a 15 for a 13.
You gave up a number 2 this year, or is it the 3 this year?
Second rounder this year, and then a 6th rounder next year. We didn't really give up all that much.
I thought you gave up 2 number 1s, and I thought you gave up. All right, so you swapped 1s this year.
We swapped 1 here. I'm pulling up the.
Pull it up for
me. It should be in that group chat. The deal includes a 2nd rounder this year, a 1st round swap this year, and a conditional 1st rounder next year if he plays enough snaps.
Well, he should play 67. You just traded. The thought was you have him in your Super Bowl team, so he's playing 60. So it's basically a number 1 next year and the 2 this year, which kind of all right. That's not terrible. The terrible spot of it is that he's on your salary for 40 or 50 million for the next couple of years. So that's $100 million get wrapped up.
I mean, you had Lamar available. I'm still.
You couldn't beat Eli Manning. You couldn't beat Colin Kaepernick. You couldn't beat Russell Wilson. You couldn't beat Kirk Cousins. Yet you're going to come in and now beat Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and Pat Mahomes. Sure.
I feel like if the Jets do anything, it's not because of him.
No, they're not doing anything. Under 9. Take the under.
Take the unders in all their games.
Under. I mean, forget under in their games and under win total.
Although
they're not winning 9 games.
You got to keep in mind, I still think last year if they had an average quarterback, they're a playoff team.
I think.
So I think at this point, at this point in his career, Aaron Rodgers.
They were a playoff team. You lost your running back. You lost a running back, a lineman, and a wide receiver, and a quarterback was hurt.
I stole our starting lineup for the start of the year. I'm like, oh, him back. Ooh, that could be good. You get Wilson going at it again. Like, there's a couple young guys on that team, and the defense is solid.
Defense is good.
I'm not sold on it. I'm not sold on Aaron Rodgers. I'm not getting myself hyped up. This team hasn't made the playoffs since the Mark Sanchez era, so I don't even want to think about that.
He's good.
This is I'm not super high on it. I think it's stupid. If anything, it's a good mentor for Zach Wilson when he takes over back next year, the following year.
I mean, if I'm Zach Wilson, am I annoyed? Yeah, but as I mentioned, I think last night on Look Headlines, even in this show, you draft these quarterbacks. 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, whatever. You're going to a bad team. The Jets were a bad team. All right, they kind of improved spots, but it's very tough to catch lightning in a bottle and have a superstar.
Yeah.
You know, how many? Oh, Pat Mahomes is great. Yeah, well, that's why 15 teams passed on him because he's so great. You know, I mean, or how many teams passed on him? 12 teams passed on him?
He was the 10th overall pick.
Was he 10? I mean, I'm from the point of you don't know what you're getting. Like, I just saw the whole thing on Reddit with Will Levi going number 1. Like, how are you taking Will Levi?
Tom Brady was a 6th round pick.
Exactly. I mean,
nobody can predict the future with these props. Like, you look at what was it? What was the clown's name? Mel
Kiper.
Mel Kiper. There it is.
I love Mel Kiper. His things are great.
He's a clown. He gets nothing right.
I'm gonna hype up Freezing Cold Takes. Their book. You see Freezing Cold Takes on Twitter?
No.
Fabulous. You know who Freezing? Oh, he just brings up everybody's old tweets like, "Oh, this guy's gonna be a bust," and so and so is terrible. How can you take Pat Mahomes when who's Casey Clausen's available or some kind of nonsense? Just freaking ridiculous stuff. Great stuff.
But no, I'm not happy about Rodgers. But it is what it is. Yeah. At least they're looking like they're making an effort. I appreciate that.
Plenty of time to talk.
We're not making the playoffs as long as we've had. At least we're making a freaking effort.
I agree. Locking it with the Kings in the house. Jameis, Mateo stolen base if he gets around and running. I like the stolen base props. Although I've been concentrating, obviously, you see all my RBI. They're all RBI props. But stolen bases, now, RBIs are still between us good. But can I flip over to stolen bases pretty soon? I think I'm going to start looking at stolen bases probably when we calendar hits May. Because we'll have a month under our belts. You can see guys who've taken off a little bit. And, yeah, I like the stolen base props. Bigger base. It's so easy. I'll say it's easy. It's a quote-unquote lock to steal when you get the guy to throw over to you twice and you got a pitch clock telling you he's got to throw by 3 seconds left. You're off to the races. I mean, how can you not go wrong? The guy can't throw. He throws twice to the bag. Take off. He can't throw over to you anymore. Why wouldn't guys just take off? T-Money's in the house. Good morning. Brio, my guy, what do you say on a Tuesday? Maurice is here. Good afternoon. Got the Pirates. Yes. We'll take the Pirates. I got the Pirates myself. We got them in the chat. We got them overall on the... I got a good number last night. We got 120. It's down to 105. I have to say, my games today, I have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I got 9 games. All of them but 2 moved to my favor. One pretty much stayed. It went up a little bit. Rangers were like 129. It's up to 135. So that one moves. You could say every game worked out for me. All the numbers, I have better numbers than the closing numbers. So I'm 9-0 in closing, getting a better number. But let's see if I go 9-0 or 3-4-2 or something. Who knows? Phillies money line. This is a tough one for me because I like Seattle. Gilbert's a good pitcher. Have they played well? No. They're 10-12. I could do better. Bailey Falter's not a guy I love. And the Phillies, who, let's be honest, they kind of got to hang on a little bit when Bryce gets back. But as I said earlier, the Hoskins thing is going to hurt him. Nola's a free agent. Do I want to take it? Is this not that this is the low-hanging fruit of yesterday with take the Orioles as a home dog, although they got it done, and the Reds as a favorite got it done. Again, I see why you want to take them. I would just lean Seattle. I do Seattle run line. Over O's and Boston, yes, Corey Kluber and his ridiculous. I mean, he's been bad this year. He gave up 5 runs in 3 innings to these guys on the opening, well, not opening day, but that opening series, week 1, whatever it is. 4 runs in 4+ innings to Tampa, 7 runs in 5 innings to the Twins. Yeah, I can see the Orioles. And Boston's a team. They hit the ball. You see them hit. They could hit. And the bullpen's terrible. And you got a bad pitcher on. You got a guy in the hill who's going to go 4 innings today. Bet the over. Carolina Hurricanes money line, huh? 155. That's the top of my window. I took a puck line here in chat just because I want the big money. Mike's in the house. Same crap, different day. 6-4 NBA baseball 1-3. Unbelievable. What are you gonna do? Eric might pop in today. He's a dog guy. He's having a rough run of it. And again, I had a little losing day yesterday. What did I go 1-4 yesterday in the games? And I hate because as a dog guy, should I have been on the Pirates a little more with their hot start? Possibly. But I was talking to my buddy Anthony. I'm like, it is tough to take Pitt seriously with Vince Velasquez and Rich Hill in a rotation. I can't do it. And then you have your bad side of like, you want to take a team like the Reds. Okay, they won yesterday. They were a fave yesterday. Okay, and I didn't bet them. I went the other way because they had lost 5 in a row. But you just got some bad teams. The Tigers, I guess you can find spots to kind of grab them a little bit to take one in a series. The A's are terrible, and someone was like, "Do you like the A's over last time?" I'm like, I don't think the A's. My thing is, are the A's going to score 2 runs for you? Yeah, they put up 11. Yeah, totally wrong on that one. But I hate to see brutalness like this out of the gate. Like, what is July and August going to bring with some of these teams? No value on the dogs. I mean, because most of the big dogs are just terrible, Michael. I have no looks at NBA. How can you bet the NBA there with 3 double-digit faves? I mean, I guess you take the home team's first quarter. You think they're going to come out for the fans and make a statement kind of stuff. I wish we had first quarters on the site. I'd probably get a little more into the NBA site-wise for people. I mean, I do kind of do that a little bit on my own sometimes. Under Hawks, but I've been getting killed OT in back-to-back nights. See, I kind of like the over there. I think they have no answer for Boston, and Boston could write their own score. And I think the Hawks will score 100. And why do I think that it's going to be a 125 to like 105 kind of game there? 110. Like I said, I made a play in a Grizzlies game 5, Grizzle first half. Yeah, Memphis at home. You're down 3-1. First half, first quarter. I did this with Jesse Shule today and Steve and Ross Benjamin. And Jesse was on the Grizzlies first quarter, right? You're down 3-1. Desperation spot. I get it. For the game, I like the Lakers though. I don't mind that. As I just said, I wish we had those on the site. A lot of times, first quarter, great. Like the Nets the other day, first quarter home, you're going to come out and win. And if you're going to try to get a game in the series down at home, first game back, you should get the first quarter. Steve, what do we got here? White Sox over 3.5 team total. Texas first 5 money line. So let's start Texas first 5 money line. Sure, I got Texas myself. I like them. I just can't bet the Reds. I don't think they're a good team. I'll if I lose with Texas again, so be it. I mean, no thank you, Reds. And the White Sox here. Now, this is, I mentioned that 9 games, the one that I didn't get the best number on. White Sox were plus 170. I got them last night. They're plus 180 today. I must be missing some of Barrios. I granted, yes, he's probably faced these guys. He's on Minnesota. But he's just been bad. The Barrios, I mean, he has not been good in a couple of years. He's been not even okay with 5 ERAs. White Sox versus, I mean, what am I missing here? Elvis Andrus, 12 at bats, 330. Benedetti, 24 at bats, 375. Well, Jake Berger's 1 for 3. Eloy, 391 and 23 at bats. Louis Roberts only hitting 250 against him, which is bizarre. That guy hits 300%, but 12 hits, a homer on him. Gavin Sheets, a home run and 7 at bats, 286, not bad. Vaughn, 4 for 10 with a homer. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of the 7 guys have homers versus him. I mean, one guy's got 3 at bats, obviously no homer, and Grandel is hitting 90 against him. What am I missing here with Barrios? I know Toronto could hit. Take that over. I mean, a game over too in this one. I looked at the over 9 last night. Probably should have pulled the trigger. Michael, MLB is. I was looking at Giants cards over. Giants facing already the Giants with a bullpen day. Giants crush righties. They're finally healthy with Slater and Mitch Hanginger is back, huh? The Hanganger. I don't even know how to say his name from Seattle. Listen, I took St. Louis last night on run line thinking, let's fade, and then I get a complete game shutout, the first one in 11 years for Cobb. That's the day I went yesterday. You want to know how you have a losing day? You come in the chat, say you can't bet the Reds because they lost 5 in a row, and they get 3 walks to score 3 runs, and I lose a game. I say Oakland's bad. I can't see how they're going to put up 3 runs here. It's a lot of heavy lifting for the Angels to score 9 themselves to go over. Yeah, that was 8-8 or whatever it is in the 9th inning. And then I had St. Louis run line, and they get shut out. Yeah. Sometimes you have a bad day. Tate the Great says someone plays a ridiculous bet on Celtics money line just to make over a dime. Yeah. Stuff like that, I just want to say take the Hawks outright. Michael, I'm making a play in hockey. Kings Oilers overtime is plus $5. I like it. 3 OTs in 4 games. Let's go. Worth a shot, Michael. Like it says, home run props are going to play a Giant player. Jake Woodford. Jake Woodford has given up 6 homers, 19 innings. JD Davis or Jock Peterson. Let's pull up a little roto wire real fast. Look at the lineup. Roto wire. What do we got here today? All right. So, Giant lineup. Tentative, of course. We have a expected lineup. Estrada, Conforto, Davis, Peterson, Yaz, Hanger in the lineup, Crawford, Flores, and Joey Bart. Who do I want to take a shot on here? What kind of odds you got on Estrada or Yaz? I go Estrada or Yaz. Team money, I took the Clippers money line and Hawks money line. Hope it's split at worst. It's a good approach. I'm not going to say no to plus money doggies. Rangers team total over since their bullpen forgot how to pitch. Terrible. That game was 6-4. I thought, all right, we're looking good. Should have a win here. And next thing I know, it's tied up. I'm seeing walks. I'm like, what the heck is going on here? I tweeted out a rare in-game tweet. Thanks, Texas. Michael MB, I do want to play the Clippers first quarter. Clippers have won every first quarter in a series. I just don't know what the Clippers players' mindset are going to be like. That's the thing. I thought they packed it in. Don't got to play these games. Kawhi got a lot of off-court trash going on. Yeah, I saw his sister was arrested for murder or something, huh? What was that about? Take the great. Simmons isn't playing basketball. He's only playing in the two. I mean, seriously. How don't they have some kind of... These teams have clauses and stuff in their contracts. How can't you get this guy out on some kind of psych leave? I mean, obviously, he has some kind of mental problem. He doesn't know how to shoot the ball. And I don't know. Again, I'll kill the NBA. What I know about the NBA is you're supposed to shoot, and the ball goes in the basket, you get a couple points for it. If you're scared to shoot, I think that kind of offsets your contract to why you're on the court. Simmons was worth nothing. And that's why I thought, and I'll go back, I don't care. He came to the Nets and they had Kyrie and Durant. I said, you know what? That's a good trade for them. It's a good trade for him. He doesn't have to shoot. He's got 2 ball hogs. He couldn't even make it work. Kettle barbecue potato chips. The states are great. We're talking chips. Bears win in division now. Lions implode. Vikings draft QB and Kurt has a bad year. Dalvin Cook certainly may actually be the dream seed. Yeah, Bears. Sure. No. Minnesota. Actually, I'll take the Lions. I'm taking a team there in the Central. It's going to be the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lennies. Cubs first 5 minus 120. I like them for the game. The Dodger lineup, go look at it. It's not that great. It's not great. I said it last year. I was like, okay. They win games, and it's easy when you have a great pitching staff. You can beat a lot of teams, and you don't have to give up a lot of runs. Well, now try to score some runs, LA. Betts and Freeman, and then what? What do you got here? Will Smith is their best player right now. Outman's having a nice breakout season. Freddie Freeman, 280. Betts, 269. Muncy, 254. Martinez, 250. Vargas, 213. Peralta, 208. Trace Thompson, again, we'll go to less. Everybody else has 20 games going here except for Will Smith. He's the catcher, but 189 for Trace. Jason Hayward, still playing, 179. Rojas, 125. Taylor, 111. Williams, a buck. Wins $1. Barnes hitting .63. I mean, this is a team. I'll take the Cubbies. Cody MVP, baby. Jets will win 12 games this year and get smoked in the playoffs. Another Brett Favre saga. I know they're winning 12 games. I got to see their schedule. Can I bet Rodgers retire after next year? Seriously. And then they'll be on the hook, too. They'll be on the hook for $50 million. He wasn't even going to play for Green Bay. You gave up a number one. Forget the number ones. We were saying he's giving a number one because, be honest, he's playing 65% of the snaps. unless he has his leg broken. A number one and 50 mil or whatever his contract is for a guy who wasn't even going to play this year for the team. Tate the Great likes freezing cold takes. Bryce Young, number one, best player in draft the next year's next Drew Brees. Troy Dawkins. Here, I don't hate. It's tough here because it's who does the team like? We see this kid play in college. They look great in college. A lot of guys look awesome in college. Taking to the next level is the problem. As I've said multiple times, you go to bad teams. Whoever goes number one is going to Carolina. Like that Carolina team? We like Carolina? You got success in Carolina? Need a good coach. You got to be in the right situation. JK's in the house. What do you say? Welcome. Richie P's in the house. Richie P. I missed you yesterday, Richie. I said, Rich, I got to go to Home Depot because I got to get a lattice. I got to start planting my my string beans and stuff. They're all over my kitchen. They're crazy. I got to get them out into the ground. So I got to get a lattice to pop them up. I want to do a retro wax video to make these cards. I did crack it open to see what was in the one. I'm not going to lie. Which one is this one? This one is sealed. So this had to be. This is a sealed one. I did crack this one open. So it says here we get a 84 Fleer. Is that what's on there? 87 Fleer, 87 Donruss, 87 Tops, 89 Donruss, 89 Bowman, 89 Tops, score, 90 Bowman, 90 Tops, 91 score series 2. I like these guys. I'll give them for you people out there. Go check them out here. Slater Sports. It's nice. They pack it all kind of nicey in the thing. So there's that, Richie P. Just for you. Eric says, Bo Sox. Oh, my goodness, Eric. How are we betting Corey Kluber? No. No to Corey Kluber. No. On top of that, Baltimore's won 7 in a row. Yesterday's games went dry. Once the Rangers blew it, I knew I could hit a wall with my hand. I like that. Ozzy Team Money. Yeah, that Ranger game, I thought I was on my – now, I had Cleveland run line because I was like, I can't bet the Rockies on the road, right? I mean, they're lost 3 in a row. I'm not going to bet them. They're 1-9 their last 10. I'm not looking to bet that squad. I said a little run line. We'll see what happens. Loser. The Texas game, crusher. Angels, what's there to say? I'll come back with you. I mean, I'm not betting the A's ever. Ever will I ever bet the Oakland A's. Maybe a game in August when they're a plus 490 dog the entire series in against Houston or the Yankees, whoever they're playing. I might take them when I know they're going to be 400 plus dogs where I need just one game to be nice. But yeah, and then St. Louis gets shut out. The guy throws a shutout for the first time in 11 years, complete game, unbelievable. Philly's a huge public play. Yeah, I'm trying to find the love a lot on Philly. I mean, Falter's all right. I like Logan Gilbert a lot. I like him on. Tell me it's fake news, Riders of the Jets. I don't know how to feel. It's terrible, Kevin. I hate it. I'm not even a Jet guy. I just think if I'm paying $40 million, give me the guy 15 years younger. Call me crazy. I'll tell you what. 100% the Bills are happy that it's Aaron Rodgers and not Lamar coming to New York, because you saw Lamar play these guys and should have beat them in one game. I mean, what are they doing? Stupid. I know Kluber stinks, but so does Gomber. And that guy was lights out yesterday. He was. That's why I was like, Austin Gomber. Cubs playing the Padres. Are they playing the No, they're not. Cubs are playing. Oh, Dodgers are playing. I said Dodgers. That's right. They get the Pirates. My bad, Troy. You're right. I was looking at. You know why I had the Dodgers? Because I had it up about Oviedo, because we were talking the Pirates. I like them today plus 120. My bad. Blake Snell. You're right. My apologies. Props are RBI prop. Yes, they're all RBI props except for the one run prop I do have up there, Ramirez. All Ribby props. All Ribby props. And good catch there, Troy. Sometimes I get ahead of myself talking. I like the Rays, Pirates, Rangers, Brewers, Cubs, or Royals the best. Any of them you don't like. Okay, so Tampa Bay. Yeah, you got to kind of like Tampa. They won 6 in a row. That being said, I can't lay 180. It has to be a run line on that. So yes to the Rays. Pirates, as I just mentioned, I mistaken them with the Cubbies and the Dodgers. I get a couple windows open. I get mixed up. I'm glad. That's why I'm glad we have a comment section. Brewers, it would have to be a run line play today. I like Lauer on the hill. So Brewers run line. Again, it's 170. I don't like to lay that kind of number, Troy. You kind of you're not that new to chat. You know how I like to talk about here. I do like the Cubbies. I bet the Cubbies today at a plus 103. So you want to do Cubbies? And I got the Royals. I got the Royals here in the chat at plus 123. My favorite out of the group. I mean, I like all these, but I can't money line 2 of them because they're just too much. My favorite, probably the Brewers run line would be my favorite, just based on I like the Rays run line, but Houston could still hit a little bit. They still got a good lineup. They're not hitting, I should say. A couple guys are hitting, but I don't want to go. They won 6 row. I definitely don't want to fade that. So I'm going to say Brewers run line because I don't like the Tigers. Believe it or not, the Pirates or Cubs are 2 teams I'd probably bet on that people aren't going to bet because it's like, oh, the Padres are so good. Oh, it's the Dodgers. I know. I know where you got to look at it. Yeah, sometimes I confuse them. It happens. I'm glad you picked it up. I don't know how many people are watching the chat. You're the one who picked it up that I was talking about the Dodgers against the Cubs, and it was the Dodgers and the Pirates. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Thanks for picking it out. You figured you thought maybe Tim would pick it out since he's sitting back there. He didn't even hear me. So we're just talking about the Pirates and the Dodgers. I like the Pirates. No, Syndergaard might come back to the Mets. Fire? No, I don't like Syndergaard. Give me the Pirates.
Syndergaard is never coming back to New York unless he's going to the Bronx. The Mets do not want him back. They've made it a point they do not want him back.
I can't bet Corey Kluber. No, thank you. Rangers, I got to take him with Martin Perez. Not that it's a bounce back spot, but I mean, walk Dane Dunning. I like Dane. I've talked about Dane Dunning last year. I talked about him this year. Guy was a first round pick. He's pretty good. He had a .55 ERA coming into the game yesterday. He walks the guy in. What are we doing? 3 walks cost me the game. Give me the Rangers here. Tigers under again. We had it yesterday. I'll come right back to it. I don't think they could hit. They got 4 runs yesterday. That being said, I do like the Brewers. Obviously, like run line if you like the Brewers today to bounce back. But give me the under again there. KC, I like it. Brady Singer. Hasn't pitched well. I get it. But I'm taking a 123 here. Troy had asked like favorite. That's definitely not the favorite. It is tough backing a team like Kansas City that is, what are they, 1-8, 2-8, 1-9, whatever they are. They've lost 2 straight, but they've lost 9-10, and on the year they have 5 wins. Tough betting that, tough sledding when you're taking teams with 5 wins, and that on top of only having 5 wins, they don't hit a lick at all. I mean, how the heck they scored 11 runs in a game? They scored 11 runs in one game, and they took 7, 10. Their last 6 games, they only scored 10 runs. I mean, so that would be my least favorite. That's my least favorite of my favorite picks of the day, if that makes any sense. All right. Not much here. You know what? The participation is down, I think, because people watch the Look Headline show. So come back for Look Headlines. You get all these games the night before, and we recap. And that's that. That's it. Off to the races here on a Tuesday. No NBA. A lot of big numbers I do not like. So that's a wrap. We're out of here.